everybody, it's your favorite girl, Tyler Nicole Taylor, TNT, if you love me, and welcome back. I told you I was coming back. Okay, so if you're watching the last video, I already issued out the apology for being on a hiatus. So yeah, if you want the apology, you're gonna have to go watch the other video, okay? Alright, but if you already seen it and you accept my apology and you're back, thank you. YourTheBomb.com, dude. I appreciate it. So, okay, so today, this topic actually came from one of my good friends. I call him my NFL. It's only 3 of us in this crew, the NFL crew. They know who they are. And he actually gave me this topic a while ago, and I tried to record it before, and I just did not like it. So, this is probably my 11th time recording this. So we're gonna give it another shot. Hopefully this turns out really good. Fingers crossed, y'all. I don't know. I be hard on myself sometimes. And maybe sometimes I ain't hard enough. But every time that I've recorded this, I paid it. Okay? Anyhow, we're gonna get right into it now. Today's topic is the do's and don'ts to dating a coworker. And somebody's calling me. No, I don't know that person. I don't know that person. Anyway. OMG. I'm about to take that app off of my phone. I hate GroupMe. I sincerely hate it. Like, people go ham. Right now, I probably have 500 GroupMe notifications. Hate it. Sorry. Went on a little there. Let's get into it. Do's and don'ts to dating a coworker. First of all, and as you know, if you're new to this channel, yes, I will be looking down at my iPad. You're just gonna have to get used to it and deal with it, because there's no way that I'm storing all this stuff in my head. It's just not gonna happen. I ain't that girl. So yeah, we're gonna start with the don'ts, okay? Just because I like to keep the positive, the do's. I like that to be the last thing that's said, you know? I think we all should exercise trying to make sure that when we speak, positive words are the last things that come out of our mouth. Even if you're saying that you dislike something over something else, start off with things that you dislike and end it off with the things that you like. You know, just something simple like that. It takes a little exercises and a little, practice in doing. But anyway, that was just a super long explanation as to why I'm about to start with the don'ts. Let's get started. Disclaimer. Make sure if you're dating a coworker in a major company and you don't own it, make sure that it's okay within company policy to do this. Some companies frown upon that. Some companies have policies against dating each other. So make sure that shit is alright before you start doing it. That's all I have to say about that. That's like the #1 rule out of this whole thing. If you don't take anything else, take that. Just make sure the shit is all good at work, because you don't need to jeopardize your job all for a relationship or for the possibility of a relationship, unless you make that decision. If you make that decision, then you want to know that you're making an educated decision, right? All right. Okay. So getting into the don'ts of dating the coworker. Okay. #1. Do not smash at the office. That is just not a good idea. I know sometimes the thrill of getting caught and doing the forbidden thing is just so exciting, but resist. There's other ways to get your excitement and to possibly be caught doing the nasty somewhere. It just don't need to be at work. Unless you own that bitch, and if you do, then hey, it's yours. You can do whatever you want, I guess. I still wouldn't suggest it, but it's yours. It is yours. If it ain't, don't do it. Okay, #2. This is important. If favoritism is beginning to be shown towards your partner, whether you're the boss or you're friends with the boss, or you're the boss in a whole nother department, but you and your boo's boss are like tight, and all of a sudden your boo is getting all these perks from dating you, or it seems, people will begin to reduce your relationship to just sexual favors for work advancement, and that's just going to be stressful on the relationship already. it's already a stressful kind of thing when you introduce romance into the workspace. So that's something that you would want to avoid. So you wouldn't want to constantly look like you're relying on your partner, or you're constantly pushing people to promote your partner just because you guys are dating. It's just not a good look, especially for the other person, because then now their work ethic, it doesn't even matter. Nobody cares about it, and people kind of just write them off. And nobody wants to feel worthless, especially in a relationship. Okay, so the third thing, okay, sometimes with relationships they end, right? And the last thing you want to do, whether you guys are together or arguing or break up, is threaten to expose intimate secrets of your partner to people at work. That's just manipulative and really messed up. So it's just, don't be that person, you know, just don't be that guy or that girl that, because then, I mean, I guess it kind of makes it seem like everybody was right all along. You were just smashing the boss to get ahead, right? So just don't be that person. Just don't. It's not cool. And the fourth thing to not do when dating a coworker is discuss your intimate details of the relationship with your work friends. Don't do that. It's already enough that people know you guys are dating. They don't need to know, how he or she puts it down. They don't need to know how you were frustrated because you tripped over his dirty drawers this morning on the way out. Like that stuff, don't. I'm pretty sure you have actual real friends that you don't work with. Not saying that work friends can't be real friends. Please don't misunderstand. But I'm just saying, you probably have friends outside that workplace that you can discuss that with if you just need to tell somebody. And at that point, it really should be just one body, okay? Because you make a habit of saying all these terrible things or intimate things about somebody that you're dating, and that's all people will begin to believe about that person because you're not speaking enough positive things about them, and they don't see you happy enough, and all of a sudden they just think that person that you're dating is just a huge douche, and they're probably really not. You're just frustrated. You guys might just be going through a rough patch in the relationship, a dry season, who knows? But the whole point is, some of those things and those details that you put out there in the workplace, you cannot take that shit back. So just don't do it. Don't, whatever you do, just keep it to yourself. So with that being said, let's get into the do's. Number one, keep it to yourself. That's exactly what it is. So if you're dating somebody in the workplace, it's really honestly better to keep it between the two of you. And if HR needs to be alerted, then HR needs to be alerted. But really, it's not people's business at work who you dating anyway, right? Like when you walk in and okay, for instance, let's start that analogy over. When you go to work at a place and you already have a spouse or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, do you walk in saying, hey everybody, I got a boyfriend, or hey everybody, I got a girlfriend? You don't. You keep that shit to yourself. The same thing holds true with somebody that you're dating in that same space. It is really nobody's business. It really isn't. So try to keep it the same way. Number two, you always want to, on the do's, we're on to the do's now. The number two do, you always want to respect your partner, in the workplace. That is a big, important thing, is respecting your partner in the workplace. Important on both sides. Both of you guys have to do that. It can't be just, because one of y'all is a subordinate and the other one might be a leader or might be a supervisor, that you're the only one that has to have to issue out respect. No, they need to issue out respect to you as well. It's very important for the longevity of your relationship too, and the health of your relationship. Adulting is difficult sometimes. We all begged to be grown-ups, didn't we? Now it's your time to shine, boo. Come to work, not to argue. Alright, and last but not least, like I already mentioned, I don't think I can mention this enough, make sure that it is okay with your company's policy to date within the workplace. You do not want to put yourself and your life in a precarious situation because you want to date somebody. And if you do, make sure it was an informed and educated decision that you made. So, and at that point, it is up to you. My hands are up. I said what I was supposed to say. I said the disclaimer. People gonna do what they want to do anyway. So, if you have dated someone in the workplace and you have some good tips that you want to add, some good do's or some don'ts that you want to add, go ahead and comment them below. And let us know what worked out well for you, especially if you guys ended up getting married. Everybody loves a good love story, so share that with us as well. And yeah, I know you're wondering. So with that said, like I said, if you have any do's that you want to add, any don'ts you want to add, go ahead and put them in the comments below. If you like this video, like it. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Holla at your girl. If you stayed this long, you might as well, right? Come on. And you know you're going to look at some more videos. Go ahead, just subscribe. It's all good. I won't tell nobody. Alright guys, until next time, I will see you. Peace. Bye.